Mannadium is definitely the least looked at deck out of the top three new decks being released in Superheavy Samurai, Purely, and now Mannadium. It clearly has the majority of the weight on its back to prove that it can compete, considering Superheavy Samurai is already considered one of the best decks, if not first best deck, maybe even second, but Purley also needs to perform a little bit better, but a lot of people respect it at the very least, where it seems no one truly respects Mannadium. It's a crazy big combo deck. It can do insane boards, arguably better boards than what Super Heavy puts out, yet it requires 2 cards, and it's not a 1-card combo deck, but there's an absurd amount of upside to playing this over Super Heavy Samurai. So let's get into the deck profile. I did post a combo tutorial a few days ago, so if you wanted to see why I'm playing this or how I'm playing it, check that out. Alright. First, we play 2 copies of Starfrost, 1 copy of Prisma, and 1 copy of Reichart. These are kind of your combo extension, combo starter, and then mandatory piece. We play 2 of this one because it's okay to draw it, but these you really don't want to see in your opening hand. You want to search them either off of Reichphobia or special summon it off of A Hero Lives. Then next is the Mannadium engine. We play 3 copies of Rimheart, 3 copies of Meek, and 3 copies of Fearless. Some lists do cut down Fearless to 2, but just play 3. Like, there's no real negative to drawing it, except for it's weaker than Meek, but even in full combos, you can do it with Fearless as long as you draw something like Palladium or Obsidian, or you draw Rimheart, so Fearless isn't that bad. Then for the supporting cast or hand traps, Driver, which obviously comes with 3 Gamma, and then 3 Droll and Lockbird. These hand traps are, well, the monster hand traps that we play are for a reason. Droll is clearly the best hand trap of this format. It's inarguable. And Gamma is probably the second best because it stops Droll, and everyone's playing Droll. So you either have it or you don't, and you usually want to have it. Then next, we will get into the spells and traps, which this is the big reason why I believe this deck has a lot of upside over Super Heavy Samurai. You can do the same board, but play spells. Just for a few one-ofs that we play, we run 1 copy of Imaging because it will fix your hand when you draw your pieces that you can't play anymore. Reinforcement, Called by the Grave, Reichphobia, Terraforming, 2 copies of Scareclaw Arrival. You don't want to have such a huge package of cards you just don't want to draw. So, for example, if you draw Reichphobia, you can't search off Lightheart, so you miss that search. If you draw Reichart, you can't search Reichart, you have to search a Starfrost, which you probably already have. And if you draw Arrival, all of it crescendos, and you getting no advantage off of special summoning your Reichart. So 2 Arrival seems most important. It's not once per turn, it's just powerful. Then next they'll go to our 3-ofs. We run 3 copies of Obsidian, and that gives away the fact that we are running 3 copies of A Hero Lives. And then we're also running 3 copies of our Peaceful Planet. The reason for playing 3 of these 2 are obvious. These are your searchers for everything. This search is your searcher for everything, and it's an extender because you do struggle pretty heavily with your normal summon being taken away, which is also why we are playing 3 Hero Lives. Now, these are clearly dead if you just draw Prisma. And playing 2 Prisma can fix that problem, but then you don't want to draw Prisma anyway. So just put these back off of Imaging if you do draw it. But ideally, you're drawing this to activate and you're not drawing it again later. And then to finish the main deck, 1 copy of Reframing, and then 3 copies of Infinite Impermanence. Impermanence is good, especially against Purely. It kind of sucks against Super Heavy Samurai. It's very rare that it's stopping a complete turn, but hitting their Scareclaw, making them neg 1 on discard and not get back their bow is really strong. Now to get into the extra deck, Chaos Angel. Just to talk a little bit about Chaos Angel. This is the reason that you can compete against Super Heavy Samurai. Forcing them to have to search a Jizukiro to out anything on your board is huge. Also, summoning us against purely in defense makes it really hard for them to do much. Now, they can just do the constant burn with happiness attack, but still, it's a really good card. One copy of Despotter. Despotter is a disruption and an extender because it can pull back your cards. Baron is Baron. Ice Jade. This card is really good, but you probably aren't summoning it against the meta decks. It's kind of like your rogue blowout card, but you have to play it. It's godly. Excel Synchro is amazing, and we do play the Stardust. If you're wondering why we play the Stardust, I do explain it in the combo video. Watch through that. The Stardust is absolutely important. And then Charge Warrior Stardust, just because it's probably your best 6 to go into. Now the 2 fusions, 2 copies of Vicious Astrolaud. Card is insane. Play 2 of them because you need one for follow-up. They're also not once per turn on the effect to pop or summon, so you can in theory just pump 2 of these out. Then to finish off with the Link monsters, Abramax is your like big win condition card, especially against Pearly. Summon us against Pearly, they genuinely don't really plan out other than Santa Claus, so to force them to just draw the Santa Claus gives you a couple turns, and it just beats over Noir, so it's amazing. You're in a negate card. Every deck that plays Link Monsters is playing this. It's really good. Tool Cross Sheep. I don't think this is mandatory, but it's great to have follow-up for next turn. Since you're keeping Astrolaud, might as well keep a second Cross Sheep in deck to really go. And then Lightheart. And that is everything for what I play in this deck. I'll go over the side deck really quick, but the side deck can be changed just depending on your local matchups. Looks like we're gonna have the most diverse national season ever coming up, so I'm not really sure if I can say this is the best side deck, but this is just what I'm testing right now. 3 Gamma Seal to out the unkillable boss monsters. 3 Ash Blossom because Branded is actually crazy and people need to respect that. And then we play 1 Talents, 1 Dark Ruler, and 1 copy of Feather Duster. Obviously these 3 are one of who go with the talents or thrust. Just search whichever one you need off of the thrust if you draw thrust instead of the card that you need. We don't really have enough room to play a billion different cards, so we just kind of need to diversify our side deck with this. There's just too many decks in this format. Then 3 copies of Cosmic Cyclone. It's just good against everything, really, except for, well, actually, really just good against anything. You could just bring this in against Superheavy Samurai to hit their Link monster if you need to. And then the very last card that we side is 1 Dimensional Barrier for the same reason. If you're playing against any of those decks, you're going to get hand trapped. That's just how it goes. The name of the game is how well can you play through them. So get hit with a hand trap, search this off thrust. It hurts Superheavy Samurai a lot. Their Link monsters really don't do anything. And Pearly's Link monsters are good if they're playing Dark World, but you can deal with that way better if they're ranking up into Noir. So there you go. And this is everything for what I play. And if you do have any questions on any of my ratios or anything else, just leave it in the comment section below. I'll be down there. I try to respond to pretty much every comment if it's a question, and I'll read all of them for sure. So thanks for watching. And if you do like this or you want to see any deck profiles on other decks, leave it in the comments below as well. I'll probably be releasing a video on the theory of this deck and how to play through something like Droll, or how to at least deal with Droll. So if you do want to see stuff like that, subscribe and I'll be back.